Good morning. This will be a flowy, active Vinyasa class that will be fairly short. So we'll start in downward dog. Come to your downward dog, feel your hips lift back and up. Your hands press forward and down. And then you can pedal out your heels in downward dog, wag your tail. And then when you're ready to, find center. And if starting in downward dog is too much, you could start in child's pose. That's acceptable. Because in the beginning of any practice, you want to start to connect to your breath. So if downward dog creates any kind of struggle or tension, or you have to really use all of your might to just stay here, bring your knees down, your hips back, child's pose. But begin to feel your breath. Notice the quality of your breath. And then very gradually slow your breath down and start to deepen it in a comfortable way for your body, so not forcing the breath. With every inhale, sip in a little bit more air through the tip of your nose. And lengthen every exhale. Good. And then if you're in child's pose, make your way into downward dog. From downward dog, as you inhale, lift your heels, lift your kneecaps, and stretch your sitting bones up higher, so you're lengthening. Imagine that you are pulling on a pair of really tight pants. You're stretching up through the legs. And then as you exhale, reach your heels back and down. They don't have to come all the way down, but really reach them back. And then inhale again, lift your heels, lift your kneecaps, pull up through your thighs, stretch your sitting bones up higher. Exhale, reach your heels back and down. Maybe even the toes lift up. One more like that. Inhale, lift your heels, kneecaps, sitting bones. Exhale, reach your heels back and down. And then press down through your left foot. As you inhale, reach your right leg to the sky. As you exhale, step your right foot up in between your hands. If you need to, step it up halfway and then help the foot up the rest of the way with your right hand. Sink your left knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Come into a low lunge. Press your front heel down and back. Squeeze your back knee forward. Exhale, bring your fingertips down to frame out your front foot. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Curl the toes back. Exhale, bend your elbows and bow. Inhale, bend your front knee. Exhale, plank, step back. Pause in plank. Strong through your legs. Heels reach back and lift up so you feel your legs charge up. Press your hands down so you feel the back of your heart inflate a little bit. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower to your belly slowly. If you need to, bring your knees down first. Release your toes. Inhale into a baby cobra. Lift your heart up just a little bit, just using the strength of your spine. Squeeze your elbows in and back. Press down through the tops of your feet. Lift your hands so you know you're only using the strength of your spine. Try not to clench your glutes too much. Feel your breath. Plant your hands. Inhale, press up through hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Exhale, draw your hips back to your heels into child's pose. Inhale, round forward, hands and knees. Exhale, lower halfway, bend your elbows. You can keep your knees down or lift your knees up. Chaturanga. Elbows squeeze in. Inhale, press up through high plank. Exhale, down dog, lift your hips back and up. Root down through your right foot. Inhale, float your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot up through your hands. Sink your right knee. Inhale, arms reach up. Low lunge. Root your front heel down and back. So you're backing out of the stretch for a moment to feel those engagements. Front heel back presses down and back. Back knee squeezes forward. You can keep that and maybe sink in a little bit without compressing the spine. Exhale, bring your fingertips down. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Curl the front toes back, bend your elbows and bow. Inhale, bend your front knee. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to your belly. Inhale to your forearms. So walk your elbows slightly ahead of your shoulders. Forearms and elbows shoulder distance apart. As you exhale, press your forearms down and forward. Lift your ribs, your belly, and your hips off the mat. So forearm plank. You can do this as a modified version with your knees down, or tuck your toes and lift your knees up. Forearm plank. Couple breaths. Keep your legs super strong. Notice how much more engagement you feel within your center in forearm plank rather than a regular plank. Embrace all those little fidgets and wiggles and vibrations that bubble up within your body. Run towards those sensations. Try not to avoid them. Embrace them. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your knees, your hips, your belly, your ribs. Bring your hands down, back by your ribs. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, press up through a cobra, high or low, whatever feels good on your spine. Exhale, child's pose, tuck your toes. Inhale, round forward. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga, knees up or down. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, float your right leg. Exhale, shift forward to three-legged plank. So keep your right toes lifting. Look forward with your eyes. Keep your chin in. Grip into your right fingertips and then prop up onto your left fingertips and then reach your left arm forward. You'll be wobbly, go with it. Good, plant your left hand. Inhale, sweep your right leg back and up. Stack your hip, bend your knee. Right knee pointing up to the sky. Outer left hip wrapping back. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Dial the hip down so your hips are level to the mat. Exhale, step your right foot up through your hands. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Keep this twist. On an inhale, rise up. Open the arms out into a T. Keep your back knee lifted. Scoop your navel in and up. Keep your back leg strong. As you inhale, tip your arms over. Right arm, you can drape your right arm down by your right butt. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms down. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend your elbows and bow. Inhale, bend your front knee, sink your hips, lift your heart. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale to stand, bring your right knee with you, hands to your heart. Good, micro bend your left knee so you feel buoyancy through your left leg and more of a rooting down through your left foot. As you inhale, stretch your right leg back into space, reach your heart forward. Lift your heart higher than you think. Spiral the inner line of your right leg to the sky. And then slowly step your right foot back. Plant your hands. Inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky. Exhale, come forward to three-legged plank. Left toes stay lifted. Grip into your left fingertips. Gaze forward with your eyes, but keep your chin in. And then prop up onto your right fingertips. Stay there. Or reach your right arm forward. As your right fingertips reach forward, your left toes reach back. As you reach out in every direction, hug in equal distance back in to center. Plant your right hand. Inhale, sweep your left leg to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee. Couple breaths. Inhale, reach your left leg back. Exhale, step your left foot up through your hands. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Keep this twist. Exhale, rise up, arms out into a T. Pause, feel the shape. You can bend your back knee a little bit if you feel any compression in your lower back. Inhale, tip the arms over. Left arm reaches down by your left glute, right arm reaches up. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, frame out your front foot. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, bend your elbows and bow. And the front leg doesn't have to straighten all the way. Inhale, bend your front knee. Sink your hips, lift your heart. Broaden your collarbones. Exhale, step forward and fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, arms up by your ears. Weight into your heels, lift your toes. Exhale to stand, bring your left knee with you, hands to your heart. Micro bend your right knee. Good, and then slowly cast your heart forward, reach forward through your heart and stretch your left toes back. And then slowly step your left foot back. Plant your hands. Inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee. You can stay here or lift high onto the ball of your left foot and slow motion, step your right foot behind you as you spin to the knife edge of your left foot. Wild thing, lift your hips up, release your head back. Root down into your left, your bottom index mound. You can even cradle the back of your head with your right hand. Let the head fall back into the hand. Look at the top of your mat. Bring your right hand down, pivot on your left foot, left heel lifts, draw your right knee towards your left arm. And then kick your right leg underneath your left arm. Drop the back heel. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Fall in triangle. Circle the left arm down. Lift your left heel again and then lower all the way down onto your right hip. So right leg is extended out to the left. Right hip is on the ground. Left leg is still active, so keep your left toes tucked and the heel reaching back. Lift your heart, scoop your belly in. You can stay up on your hands here, or you can lower to your forearms. Just a few breaths. If you have a prop available, you can prop your forehead up, because you want to find a little more of a passive sense of the shape. You want to be able to soften and use gravity a little bit more. Inhale, rise back up onto your hands. Drop your back heel, lift the toes, and then draw your right heel into the center line of your body. I'll face this way so you can see. So right heel is in the center line, left toes are lifted. Walk your left arm either down your left leg or inside the left leg. Right hand to right hip, root your right sit bone. And then rotate your left ribs forward, your right ribs back. Maybe gaze up over your top shoulder. Stay here or reach your right arm up and alongside the ear. Don't worry about reaching for the left toes. Just reach towards the left side of the room. Keep your right sit bone rooted. Make sure your neck is comfortable. Not that your head is just hanging, but there's no strain in the neck. As you inhale, cartwheel your arms all the way to the top of your mat. Tuck your left toes and sweep your right leg to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee. Inhale, reach your right leg back. Exhale, shift forward, three-legged plank, right toes lifted. Again, grip into your right fingertips, prop up onto your left fingertips, and then maybe take your left arm alongside the ear. Reaching left fingertips forward, right toes back. Plant your left hand. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot up through your hands. Inhale, standing L, left leg floats. Lift your heart. Bend your right knee a little bit so you can root more further down through your right foot. And then lift your heart higher, bring your hands to your heart. Press down so much into your right foot that you feel a lift out of your right hip. Bend your right knee, rise up to stand, bring your left knee with you. And then cross your left ankle on top of your right thigh, stick your butt back, reach your heart forward. Standing pigeon. Left foot is flexed a little bit. Stick your butt further back and reach your heart more forward to help with balance. Inhale, rise up, bring your left knee with you. Exhale, plant your left foot next to your right foot, both knees bend, belly to thighs. Reach your arms back, let your head drop. Inhale, chair pose, arms up by your ears, lift your heart. Exhale, belly to thighs, arms sweep back and up. Inhale, ripple up, chair pose. Exhale, ripple back down. Inhale, ripple up, chair pose. Exhale, bend your knees, reach your fingertips forward. Let your heels lift. Keep your fingertips reaching forward. Part your knees, and then lower your butt all the way to the mat. Inhale, boat pose. You can keep your knees bent here, lift your heart, or you can straighten the legs and still lift your heart. Good, bend your knees. Hug your knees in, keep your feet lifted. And then cross your ankles. Bring your palms forward. Hug your feet in, so you're starting to roll over the tops of your feet. Plant your hands, and then step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga, or all the way to your belly. Inhale through cobra or up dog with your knees lifted. Bend the elbows a little bit, reach your heart forward. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg. Exhale, stack your hip, bend your knee. Inhale, lift high onto the ball of your right foot. Stay there or flip, wild thing. Step your left foot behind you. Lift your hips up. Let your head release back. Turn your right toes back so that you can root down through your right big toe mound. Maybe cradle the back of your head with your left hand. Look at the top of your mat. Plant your left hand. Draw your left knee towards your right arm so it crosses underneath the body. Slide your left leg underneath your right arm and then pivot your right heel down. Inhale, right arm to the sky, fall in triangle. Lift your hips. Exhale, plant your right hand, lift your right heel, and then lower all the way down onto your left hip. Pause. Keep your right toes tucked, so the inner line of your right thigh is spiraling up. Reach your heart forward. Stay up on your hands or lower to your forearms. Soften where you can. Inhale, rise back up. Walk your hands back. Drop your back heel, lift those toes, and then hug your left heel into the center line of your body. Right toes point straight up towards the ceiling. Walk your right arm down your right leg or inside your right leg. Left hand to your left hip. Peel your left shoulder back. Rotate your right ribs forward. Stay here with your left hand on the hip, or take your left arm up and alongside the ear. Spiral the pinky towards the mat so that your left arm bone can plug into your back body. Deep, full breaths. Inhale, cartwheel your arms all the way up to the top of your mat. Tuck your right toes. Exhale, circle your left leg to the sky. Stack your hip, bend your knee. Inhale, reach your left leg back, dial the hip down. Exhale, shift forward, three-legged plank. Prop up onto your right fingertips. Right arm forward. Plant your right hand. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot up through your hands. Inhale, float your right leg, standing L. Lift your heart. Press down into your left foot, and then bring your hands to your heart. Lift your heart higher than you think. Inner line of your right thigh spirals up. Heart reaches forward. And then again, press down through your left foot so you feel a lift up out of the hip. Inhale, rise up, bring your right knee with you. Exhale, hook your right ankle over your left thigh, stick your butt back, reach your heart forward. Standing pigeon. Inhale, rise up, bring your right knee with you. Exhale, plant your right foot, both knees bend, belly to thighs, arms back and up. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze the heels of your hands together, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your heart. Exhale, belly to thighs. Lift your hips, head drops. You can keep your knees a little bit bent here, they don't have to straighten all the way. But try to keep the heels of your hands together. Elbows slightly bent. Shoulder heads lifting away from the mat. Shake your head a little bit, yes and no. So you know you're not holding anything in the neck. Good. Bend your knees, bring your hands towards your lower back. Inhale, reach your arms forward and up, chair pose. Exhale, reach your fingertips forward, lower all the way down to your butt. Inhale, boat pose. Exhale, half boat. Pause. And then lower all the way down, a little mini Shavasana. We're almost there to the real one. arms drop. Take a big breath in and a big sigh out. As you exhale, hug your knees in. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. And then come back to center. As you inhale, open your arms out into a T. And then as you exhale, lower your knees over to the right. You can stay in an easy twist and just allow your body to fall open. If you want more from this, straighten your top leg and hook the knife edge of that foot with your right hand. The top leg doesn't have to straighten all the way. You can keep the knee a little bit bent. Your top leg. Lift your bottom knee first. Sorry. Lift your top knee first. Bottom leg follows. Roll through center and hug both knees in. Inhale, arms out into a T. Knees together. Try to keep your knees close to you as they lower over and down to the left, and then soften. Stay there or extend your top leg straight. Holding the knife edge of your top foot with your left hand. Your top leg, if you have it. Lift your top knee first, bottom leg follows, drifting through center, hug both knees in. And come into happy baby, so reach your arms through the insides of your knees. See if you can hook the knife edges of your feet. If you can't reach your feet, hold on to your shin bones or the backs of your thighs. And then flex the soles of your feet up to the sky. Use your arms to gently draw your knees down around your ribs and stretch your sitting bones forward. You're lengthening through the spine. It might feel good to rock from side to side. It might feel good to stay still. Release your feet. Hug your knees back in. Plant your feet. And bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. When you're ready, slide down through the rails of your feet. Extending your legs long, letting your feet flop out, letting your arms drift down by your sides. Take any leftover fidgets and wiggles and movement out until you can let the body really drop heavy. everything. Let go of your breath. Let go of your practice. Let go of any conscious control. And for these next few moments, just simply be.